Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to another video on tradeiq. And for this video, I'll be showing you guys the most simple and easy 1 minute trading and scalping strategy that can be used across all stocks, crypto, forex and whatever you name it. So anyways, before we start this video, make sure to check out tradeiq. So currently tradeiq is having a bonus. If you sign up with the link in the description below, you can get up to $600 deposit bonus, and basically if you deposit $100 you get $4, $10,000 would be $400, or if you deposit just $1,000 you earn $40 just like that. So make sure to sign up with the link below and you can get a sign up bonus of $2 and even trading bonus. So anyways, let's start with this video. So for this video, we'll only be using two indicators, which is your EMA and your stochastic RSI. So let me show you guys what you'll be needing. So you'll be needing 3 EMA. So click on it 3 times. Your first will be your 100 EMA. So for this, we're going to make it orange in color. Second EMA will be your 50 EMA. And we're going to make it yellow in color. Third EMA will be your green EMA, and it will be your 20 EMA, and you make it green in color. So for this, it's quite simple. When the green EMA is above the yellow EMA and the yellow EMA is above the orange EMA, you take a long position. Same thing here, you only take short position if the green is below the yellow and the yellow is below the orange. So next up for your confirmation will be your stochastic RSI, and you want to clearly mark out the zones. So we're going to make the upper band white in color and make it a solid line. Same thing for the lower band, you're going to make it a solid line, and you can remove the middle band and the background. So here you can have your chart. So let me show you guys the entry for a short position. So you got to wait for a crossover below. So you can see here we have the lines crossing over, the green below the yellow and the yellow below the orange. Next up, you want to have a crossover of the blue line below the orange line when the RSI is above the 80 line. So basically the crossover of the blue line below the orange line has to be above this white line here, and you'll enter a position when it crosses over. So you must wait for the crossover to happen, and for this you enter right here. Stop loss, you can use your ATR. So you search average true range and you look at your ATR value. So your ATR value is 3 right now, so you can have maybe a 1.5 ATR value, and you'll take a 1:1, and right there will be a win. So you're gonna wait for another crossover, and the other crossover is right here where we have the blue line crossing below the orange line above the right here, blue line crossing below the orange line above the 80 line. So we have it right here. ATR value is 2.8, so we have 1.5 times 2.8 will give us 4.2 stop loss, and we have a 1:1. So the main thing for this strategy is you're trying to aim for the small scalps, because we're trading on the 1 minute time frame. So it's important to have the small scalps so that you are able to win fast and have a high win rate. And if you guys want to do this type of trading strategy, you must have a platform that gives very low fees. And if you guys use tradeiq, the fees are about 0.02%, which is quite a small fraction of what you're trading with. So here we have another trade where we have the crossover. Right here we have the crossover, but unfortunately if we look at our ATR, it is 2.25, so it's about 3.3 stop loss, but we'll get stopped out right there. But that is no worries, we'll just move on to the next trade. We see that there's another crossover right here on this candle right here, but however we will not take this position because at this side the green line has already crossed above the yellow line, and that is not a valid position. You must wait for all lines to be below. So right here we have a position where the blue line crosses below the orange line and all the EMAs are in accordance, which means that the green is below the yellow and the yellow is below the orange. So right there, ATR value is 3, so we have a 4.5 stop loss and a 1:1, and that will be another win. So this is it for the short position. I'm going to show you guys for the long side. So right here we have the 3 EMAs crossing over, and we want to look for a crossover on the stochastic RSI right here. So here we have the crossover on this candle here. ATR value is 3, so we have a 4.5 stop loss and a 1:1. So same thing here, we have a crossover, but we'll get stopped out right here. We have a 4.5 stop loss, we'll be stopped out right here. But it's okay, let's look for the next position. Right here we have another crossover on this candle, and the EMAs are still crossover, so we'll look at the ATR again. We have a 2 stop loss and a 2 take profit. Here we have another crossover right here. Stop loss will be about 2.25, take a 1:1. So small scalps, but you can see that after about every 4 trades so far, we lose about 1 only, which means that we still maintain the very high win rate of 75%. So anyways, I'm going to be testing this while back testing the previous data to show you guys that I'm not cherry picking any trades, and you can just trade it in any type of market scenario. So this is very important for those that are going to try this strategy, to show you guys how I analyze and how do I avoid these type of rangy markets. So currently you can see that the EMAs are all crossed up together, and these are the type of markets you want to avoid. You just want to wait for them to have a small and uptrend. You can see that there's a small fake out trend and it's going back down and up and down, but you want to wait for a clear distinct trend, and here we have our clear distinct trend. So technically I could have taken the position here, but I was not sure whether it was going to go to the downside. So now I'm going to wait for a crossover, and here we have the crossover. So we're going to enter right there. ATR value is 3.5, so it's about a 5 stop loss, and we take 1:1. And unfortunately we'll be stopped out there, but it's okay, we'll move on to the next position. Gonna wait for the crossover below, because all the EMAs are in the upside right now. And here we have the crossover. Stop loss will be at 4, and we take a 1:1, and we have a win right there. Same thing, we want to wait for another crossover, and here we have the crossover, so we enter right there. Stop loss will be 4, take a 1:1, and that is another win. So quite simple trade so far. And here we have one more crossover, so we'll enter right there. ATR is, we'll take another 4 stop loss and a 1:1. And there we have another win. So as you can see, from just a span of 40 minutes, you are able to have 3 winning trades. But definitely you can see that the percentage gains are not so much. So in this case, you want to use leverage. Let's say you have 20x leverage and you have a 0.25% gain on your account. So 0.25% you times 20, it'll give you a 5% gain. So let's say you are using $1,000, it'll give you $50 on that trade itself. So even though there are small losses here and there, definitely the wins will add up and slowly you'll make a profit. So I think that is it for this simple trading strategy. The main thing you want to note is the EMAs have to be clearly either in the uptrend where the green is above the yellow and the yellow is above the orange, or clearly in a downtrend where the green is below the yellow and the yellow is below the orange. For ATR values, I like to have a 1.5 ATR take profit and stop loss, but you can make it 2 or you can make it 3 depending on your likings, but I think 1.5 fits just fine. And for this, one thing to note for the stochastic RSI is you must wait for a clear distinct crossover. So in this case, you can see here the lines are all straight. You do not want that. You want to wait for the crossover to really happen. Like right here, you can see that there's a true crossover where it's going downwards. So that is very important when you're taking your trades. So anyways, yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy, and make sure to check out my other videos and sign up for tradeiq account in the link below in the description. Thank you guys.